Welcome back, everyone, to the Question Bard. I'm Angela Tana, and for those who are new, welcome. I know it has been a while since I've last posted. I was trying to get something done a few weeks ago, but it's just been getting busy, and busy. I know. Well, I am a professor. That's my day job. So day jobs are quite demanding, and they do kind of come first. As a professor, I have to grade papers, do all these fun stuff, which also, so now it's becoming December, it's final exam time. The final exam time means lots and lots of exams and lots of grading. If there's one thing I don't like of teaching is the grading part, but everything else I love. I love the teaching, I love all of it, just like I love writing. The grading part is the only part I can live without. But it is essential, it is crucial to the job. So hence, I must do it. Otherwise, they can't improve. It makes sense. But, we all have our things that we don't like about certain jobs and certain aspects, but we have to do it. So I'm going to be busy. The main reason I don't like it very much is it's very time consuming. So that's the one big thing I don't like, is that it's just time consuming. Anyways, getting back to the blog at hand. So I have some news for you guys. Tori Sharp has responded. It is a no. Sadly, it's a no. I still cannot tell if it's a custom one or it's a press the big red button rejection. No. Most likely it's the button, but it's hard to tell sometimes because they're really good at not, like, it's a really fine line. It's hard to tell sometimes. I'm hoping it's custom. I know custom would be more like elaborate and stuff, giving details, but it feels too formal. There's a little bit of formality in it, so I think it's a button, but yet there's things in it that makes me feel like it's custom, but I think it's more press the rejection button. That's not so good. I know it was a long shot, but it was still a shot. I took it. Krista Hesh, she has not yet responded. I would consider that a no-go. There's still a chance. There's still a chance she could say yes. It may just take a long time. Will I send another nudge? Possibly, maybe January or February. I might wait till then. And you're wondering, why that long? Well, they take a while, they don't, they have lots of queries to get through, a lot of stuff to get through. So it makes sense. It'll take time. Like grading is time consuming. For me, I can imagine going through all of them, reading. It is time consuming. So I completely understand. Well, I don't think I fully understand because I'm not in their shoes, but I understand to a degree. Because, I know what it's like to be rummaging through papers and looking and reading. Your eyes go red and puffy. And many of them are not going to be great. Some are up and coming. They're not that good. I know I'm up and coming, but I know there's probably those who are not as good as me, like who really don't know that you can just send your rough draft or something like that. So probably a lot more clueless than I am, which would be nice if there are. I'm sure there are. Anyhow, so that is the news. I also have another good news. So I'm going to be returning to Disney World this year again. Well, this was my husband's little thing he did because he wanted to just go back again because he loved it so darn much when we went in March. So I'm going back again. Don't worry, I'm going to keep all of you guys in mind. I'll take a lot of photos, prep it up, and get it ready for reviewing. Yes, another quest. Travel quest kind of thing. Yay! So I will definitely keep that up. You guys are probably wondering, wait, great, that's gonna take like another several weeks of processing, right? That might take a few more weeks, but I think it'll not be too bad because it'll just be the holidays. So it'll just be a few extra days delay and I'll get to it. With the holidays coming, I might have more time to be doing more vlogging. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I'm gonna try doing the vlogging and the editing on 2 different days. I think that just might work better for me because I feel like I have to do 2 separate things on the same day and it feels like the burden. I want to do both on the same day, so I kind of feel more like, okay, hi, welcome back, it's Sunday or whatever day, but really to me it's a different day. But I think just doing on 2 separate days might just be better. I'll just pretend I'm with you guys on the day of. All right, so today's vlog is more about world building. Okay, why world building? So one thing, if you guys noticed, what makes J.K. Rowling and George Lucas's stories of Star Wars and Harry Potter so great? One of the aspects is world building. And while there's definitely a lot of aspects of world building, like there's laws and regulations, there's all these rules and all these different elements, character, millions and millions, thousands of characters that they have so much backstories, there's stuff like that. Another key element to a good story building, or I mean world building, is map making. What? Map making? Oh, you mean like the thing that you saw in like Lord of the Rings, you see the whole like Middle Earth? Yes, I'm talking about that. Here's why. And I didn't get it at first. I first thought it was like a fun little extra thing to have to just follow where your characters are going. And of course I wanted that, but I didn't think I would actually have to do it myself. But as I was writing, so this is not the one right now. This is when I was first trying to write a story the first time in my life. I know, right? Something before this one right here. Yeah, before that one. This was when I was like a teenager. I was doing writing. And I was writing and writing. I just wrote. And one of the problems I realized I was having was that I didn't have a sense of distance or time or any sense of travel concept in my mind when I was writing it. I did have something, but it was just mishmashing. And I had in my head some visual kind of guide in my head. I did have some ideas, but nothing solid, nothing concrete. And so I was like, okay, I need to know how to do this. And trust me, and I tried, honestly, I tried many attempts. Some of them became huge. I had like different sheets of paper, like notebook papers attached together in this huge map, and I got to have this giant thing roll up and stuff. It was pretty cool and awesome. Don't ask me where it is now. It's probably trashed. Don't worry, the same rough concepts are still pretty much in my head, and trust me, the next version will be 1,000 times better. So anyhow, that didn't work as well as I thought. So what did I do? Well, I decided I have to go about it again. And I decided to just look up some YouTube videos. Yes, I look up YouTube videos to do things and learn how to do it. So that's what I did. And I looked it up, learned a few tricks and trades. It took some trials and errors, and I got some pretty good maps. So I'm going to show you guys, and it really does help. I'll explain about that a little later in the video. Okay. So this is the first one I had for the story I am trying to publish now. Yeah. So this is a very old map, as you guys can see. Pretty old. And it has scribbles and doesn't make an iota of sense. That's good. Because it's not supposed to. It makes sense to me, not to you guys. And that's how it's supposed to be. Because it's my first rough draft of this world. I don't think I can show it to you guys without spoiling it, so I will just have to spoil it a little bit. Well, it is kind of a spoiler a little. So this is my world. I can cover this up. Yep. Yep, so this is my world. I wanted to make it a little bit bigger, the land, like maybe stretch up to here, but then I wanted some distance between these islands and stuff. So yeah, I know it's all in pencil, but eventually, if it works out, I will, get to put it like black ink to it and finalize it and stuff, really make it final and polished. So yes, this is for the first book. This is actually for all the books. This is going to be it. So one thing that happens is that you have to build the world. So a lot of my characters don't end up in certain areas of the land. in the first book, and that's okay. You don't have to be everywhere in the story just because you built it. You need it there for ground, and it is a real place to you as much as the characters. Because what happens is that sometimes when your characters are traveling from one place to another or wherever, vice versa, you need a point of reference of where they are in the map. You need a location. You need a place, a point of reference, and have an idea, a visual. So then you can describe it. Can they see the mountains from wherever they are here? Do you see what I'm saying? So it makes sense to have a map. It guides you. It's like a visual reference guide of knowing where your characters are going and are coming from. You know. So that is where it is. And of course, every place is gonna have its own culture, have its own thing. And oftentimes I notice that a lot of times, and even in real life, cultures and stuff really also depend not so much about people around you, but it's about the locations. Like mountain northern people have their own cultural stuff versus the people who live in the forest, people who live on the plains, people who live by the coast. You know, there's a whole range of kinds of people and what they believe in, the practices, and all these different things. And that makes a really diverse kind of place. So like here is going to be a lot of trade and commerce because it's closer to the ocean and hence lots of trading and ships. So it definitely makes it susceptible to that. So hence I added that, I incorporated it. How, when, not gonna really tell you guys. This isn't my only map. I will give you guys a sneak peek. This is for book 2. What, every book's gonna have a map? No, because my characters are gonna go different places. I don't have specifics yet. I do have some specifics. There's not names, so you can't get. There's nothing cheating. I will not tell you which location it is. It is an extension of a map you've just seen. So as you can see, my map drawing skills have greatly improved. Hence, yes, this is good, but this one will be added along top of the other one in the next one. I will not tell you where, and which part, which leg. You guys can probably guess. North, south, east, west. You need to take your pick. I will not tell you. Because then you guys be like, oh, I know where this is going. So I don't want to spoil that for you guys. So that's world building. And you know, George Lucas also did something similar in Star Wars. So you guys remember Naboo from Phantom Menace? So the Feed is the capital of Naboo, or Padme was queen of, and you know, and Gunray and all of them invaded. So he had the map, the entire layout map of Feed, and it was like they did. And you know, the funny thing is, for the film, they didn't actually use majority of it. Was not even used. Majority of it was not used. There were only small parts of it was used in the entire film. Second one, third one, same thing. And maybe even the Clone Wars, they had some extent to that too. And the guy who was responsible for making that, he had to do it, and he didn't understand, like, what? So the point is, again, like the point of reference. So like if 2 people were walking down the street or were heading toward the harbor and they're coming from the library. So then you need to know where the library is in the map. And then what route they're probably going to take to the coast. And they're probably going to take the quickest route, most likely take the quickest route. So you need to know which alley they're going to be coming from. You can't pick just an alley at random, otherwise it will not make sense. Because what if later down the road you have another story and you're like, wait a second, this isn't adding up. You see? And people, readers, audiences are going to catch that stuff. You have to make it make sense. It has to work together. And that's the realistic part. That's the reality. That's how it makes it look so real and convincing. And you're like, yes, I'm in the world. It's believable. But it also helps writers and readers, not readers, but writers, particularly and filmmakers even, get a sense of what is going on. And those who really plan ahead, like from here, they know what they're doing. Not that I'm saying others don't, but these are the really good ones. Since when they have a map, they really know what they're doing with it. So that's that world building. Hey, and please share what worlds you guys have been creating, you know, drawn or even a digital version. Would love to see it. Please share it down below and give comments, feedback. And that's pretty much it for today. So I don't know. I'm hoping next week I can see you guys. I'm not making promises. I will try to maintain and probably take a new approach, and hopefully I can maintain something more systematic. All right. Well, that's it for now. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more future videos like this. And also join me on Facebook, on my Facebook account under the name Angela Talk. And see you.